Hot Mike.
Okay. All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to anyone who is listening. We are here with Pokemon Destiny as our heroes are entering the last legs of their journeys. We are starting off this one with our hero Jay. As Jay has been traversing through the Stark Mountains. He finally comes across what appears to be the edge of where he can possibly as he can possibly go towards the mountaintop. You find yourself at a cliff with a deep, from what you can appear to see, looks to be an unscalable cliffside. Um, it looks far too treacherous to attempt to go down, but you do notice off to the side. You do notice off to the side something that seems like a strange passageway. Some sort of hole. Almost like this hole that is glowing. Kind of has like this dull neon blue, like irradiance coming from it, almost like the bioluminescent glow of like crystals that seems like it's emanating out of it. If you can make me a survival check.
Why I always end up scrolling right past the skills on this sheet.
They're easy to miss. I need to pull up Sienna's sheet as well.
Golden
Okay,
million.
that is a lot. Okay, looking at this passageway and looking over the side of the cliff, you can tell. I'm gonna say you are easily able to tell. Looking at the where this hole is, um, eyeballing the route of the hills and the jagged cliffs. You you are able to pretty easily assume, nay, even figure out that this pathway is a underground passage that, if followed, will lead to the summit of Stark Mountain.
Gesture over to it. Well, that hole looks crestworthy.
Um, Sienna's gonna kind of look down at the like glowing hole. You can actually hear what sounds like I'll say, uh, intuition. I really shouldn't even ask you to roll, knowing you, of course. So
I mean, it's Roll20. I could roll all ones. We've seen it.
okay. This hole is actually insanely dangerous, but you are, I must say, based on what you've seen, you are pretty sure that whatever is down there is significantly less dangerous than trying to scale this cliff. I must say, go down this cliff, fall, and deal with whatever sort of Pokemon are down in the valley.
So yeah, it didn't sound like I was being given much of a choice here. It was like hole or the unscalable wall. So
I must say, you can take the must say you can take the quote unscalable wall. You are welcome to. You are able to deduce that the valley is significantly more dangerous, as you can kind of hear, and you can kind of hear the active battle of several what you can deduce are insanely powerful Pokemon down in the valley.
well, I mean, it's just different flavor of danger. Plummet to your death, or
I'll say,
accidentally run into Dan Green. I mean, Entech.
I'll say, um, I'll say, so yeah, I'll say it's fall, run the risk of getting seriously injured, and then potentially finished off by whatever dangerous Pokemon are down there, or go into this, I'll say, follow the passageway where the Pokemon are still strong, but more from what you can deduce with your intuition, less powerful.
Well,
I'll say less powerful, possibly will more than likely leave you in better condition to deal with your brother.
I'd say if it was just me, I might risk the cliff. But since we have Sienna with us, who I know can't make the climb,
Definitely
I
cannot.
feel like we're better off taking the hole and at least attempting stealth.
Okay. I'll say GM to player. One is more one is purely combat. The other is more of a, roulette of skills and potential. I say roulette of skills and potentially combat.
Okay, well, presented that way, then I will go with the mix of skills and combat.
Yeah. I must say, yeah,
Um,
if you go down, it is nothing but it is basically a gauntlet. You pretty much end up facing the exact same thing that that Lattice is facing, only they're all coming at you at once.
I don't remember. Does
So
Sienna have anything that she could fly on?
um Sienna's Pokemon, one second.
Unless I mean, I have the telekinetic safety harness if she needs it, but if she can just fly, that would make it easier.
Um, Pokemon. Sienna's Pokemon. None of them. Well, she has Pokemon that can fly, but none of them can actually carry people.
Nothing big enough to carry her. Okay.
None big enough to carry anything.
In which case, hang on. Use telekinesis to lock her in as a safety line, and start climbing.
Okay, so you're taking the climbing route.
I'm taking the climbing route.
Okay. The battle route.
Wait. I thought you said the hole was the battle route.
No. I'll say the hole is the. I'll say the climb is the battle route. The hole is the multiple is the
Okay.
multiple.
Okay. In which case, I will go with the hole. I want
Okay.
the one that has diverse
Okay.
challenges.
Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. Cool. The moment you step into it, you can see. It's a bit of a descent. You don't have to. As Mase, you guys have rope, so you don't actually have to make a climb. You don't have to make a roll to go down the rope. You only have to go down the rope maybe about like 20 feet. Before you reach what appears to be a crafted stairwell.
That's weird.
Um, as you are making it down, as you are making your way down this crafted stairwell. Um,
Are we allowed to mention that I took the stairs in your version of events?
Hmm?
He's asking Sienna, I was like, am I allowed to mention we took the stairs in your version of events?
She's gonna look around. She was like, these stairs. She was like, these stairs do look insanely creepy. So yes.
Okay.
She was like, unless you want. She was like, unless you want me to put it as something else.
No. You seem to be the one that's better at the story crafting, so I will leave that up to your judgment.
Hmm. Okay. I'll say, as you are heading down these stairs, you will begin to notice a string of strange markings on the wall.
More unknown or something different?
It's I'm gonna say you're starting to realize where these blue where that strange blue markings were coming from. Into the walls, you can see what appears to be ancient. I'll say you can see what appears to be ancient carved. I'll say ancient carved symbols of Pokemon that I'll say you can tell that they're Pokemon, but you've definitely never seen these Pokemon before. They are, I'll say, whatever these are definitely ancient. I'll say definitely ancient, definitely extinct. Some of them have close resemblances to, I'll say, some of them seem to have close resemblances to modern day Pokemon, but it's a bit, I'll say, it's a bit off. So you can assume that some of these are like the predecessors of some of the other some modern day Pokemon.
And there's Agumon and Devimon and
I'll say, but all right. Okay. And as you are going, I must say, as you make your last few steps down the stairwell before you reach a large opening, you can see, you will see these large, like something swiftly pass by in the room that's in the opening at the end of this section of the stairwell. It bolts by you so fast, but it seems to leave a string of electricity in the air past it as it goes by.
I guess this is the part where we go in stealth mode.
All right. Let's see.
Or I would presume I will roll a stealth check, and yeah, that goes. Hey, for me, that's actually pretty good.
All right. She will go ahead and roll stealth too. Sienna's stealth is not terrible. Okay. In which case you guys enter, I'll say, so you guys feel comfortable with your stealth rolls. I'll say feeling as if you are going to be able to make it through as you enter as you enter the next set of stairs.
Ooh, you are one ugly son of a bitch.
As these Pokemon appear, I'll say, are the ones floating around, leaving large trails of electricity around them. They're
Can I make an education roll to know what the hell those are? Because I'm not
you
recognizing them.
yes, you can make a Pokemon education roll to learn what these are.
21?
Okay, these are Electroses. They are electric type Pokemon.
I figured that.
I'll say information about them. Okay. I'll say they evolve from Electric when exposed, usually when exposed to thunderstones, and this is the final form of Tynamo. So let's see. Yeah. So usually what they do is they usually are I'll say water based. They live in the oceans, usually leaping out of the oceans, grabbing things with their maws and pulling them underwater. So yeah, they are considered vicious predators. From what you can tell, their electricity is currently feeding into the walls, lighting the murals that you see, and the energy that the wall is giving off is also allowing them to float around. So they seem to be riding electric currents that are just zapping across that seem to be zapping across the wall from one way to another. So you can see like darts of electricity and like bolts of thunder just going across from you. So it's like you take a step, and just like jolt of thunder goes past you. Connecting into the Electroses and going into the murals. So it just kind of seems to be like this chain reaction of lightning as you are trying to go down these stairs. What would you like to do to try to manage this?
Well, we're going to start by activating my thought detection, opening myself up to the aura so I can activate my thought detection feature,
Okay.
which allows me to detect Pokemon and or trainers within 27-meter radius of me, so I can have an idea if they, the idea being, of a general vibe of if there's one close by, and maybe a sense of if they've seen us while
Oh,
we're trying to move stealthily.
yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, you can definitely see them. These things are huge. These things are
Yeah.
way bigger than what you are used. I'm about to say what your thing says it should be. According to what you, I'm about to say, according to what you know, these things should be. I'm about to say, according to you, these things should roughly be around 3 meters. I'll say 3 meters in length and weigh about 100 and weigh probably about somewhere around 180 to 200 pounds. Based on what you're looking at, these things seem to easily be 7 to 8 meters, and you can guess that each one of these ones that you can see easily cap out over 600 pounds.
Okay, so yeah, they're definitely way bigger. I know I can see them for the moment, but I also know they're moving
Yeah.
around. So just this, gives me an idea. If one sneaks around behind me or something, I'll have an awareness of it.
Yeah. They seem to be ignoring you. I'll say they seem to at the moment you see from what you can gauge, they're likely ignoring until you make a mistake. and then they might take notice of you.
All right. Well, we will cautiously progress forward then. Being mindful. Those are still the stone stairs.
Yes, these are the
It looks like it turns to
s-
wood a little further down. That's why I was asking.
yeah. Yeah, I'll say these are I'll say the first set is the stone stairs, and then it kind of seems to be a patchwork of repaired stairs as you go
Okay.
down.
So he will stealthily and cautiously begin advancing forward, making sure to check the step in front of him for either traps or just faulty work due to age, since these are
Oh,
ancient and possibly falling apart.
cool. So I'll say, so do you want, I'll say, so to dodge the lightning, how do you want to go about doing that? Do you want it to be like stealth, survival, acrobatics, um, general education? You want to try to feel your way through it with intuition?
Given that he is currently relying on his aura sense, I think I'm going to go with intuition, or he's going to try to sense their movements to go, okay, one's that about to do lightning that way, freeze,
Okay. And
and make sure
Sienna,
to take points so that he can, basically, help Sienna by, making her stop before a blast goes off or whatever.
okay. Sienna is going to go ahead and use perception then. I'll say she's going to see if she can try to perceive the lightning strikes because that's her best skill, and that makes at least that makes sense for her to be able to use her eyes to try to perceive when the lightning bolts are going to be coming. So in which case, I will need a perception. I'll say perception, and I'll say these stairs are fairly narrow. So you're going in front.
Hmm?
Okay.
You said perception? I thought you asked me for intuition.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. For you, intuition. She's going to do perception
Okay.
and a stealth roll.
Intuition, stealth.
Okay.
I will spend an AP to make that stealth a 20.
Okay. You are doing good. Let's see. Sienna, perception, stealth. All right. um, I'm gonna say your stealth is. I'm gonna say is is he riding on your shoulder or on your back, or is he
Harold
walking
will
by
be on
himself?
his usual spot on my shoulder, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Um, lightning seems to be coursing. I'll say seems to be coursing around. I'll say is definitely coursing around, doing his thing. Um, between your intuition and her ability to seem to be able to spot where the lightning is bouncing around, and your ability to be able to feel where it is going to come out of the wall, you are able to navigate your way down to this, I'll say over to this part of the I'll say to the first landing. um I'll say looking down, you can see that there used to be more of a staircase down, but due to time, more than likely, it has been ruined. Um, at some point, people who came far before you managed to build the rest of this bridge out of wood and cobble it together to be able to go deeper into the cavern. You assume where this entrance is, I'm gonna say where this exit is down at the bottom. You can see a significant, I'll say you can kind of see this another type of glow coming out of it. It's a bright light, but it seems to be a bright light. Also, almost feels like a heat vent. Um, where you can definitely tell that whatever is through this door, it's incredibly hot, which probably has something to do with the volcano that you are heading towards.
So don't go into the volcano. Yeah, got it.
Well, this is the way. I'll say this is the only way out.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're aware that this passage leads toward. I mean, it's part of the path towards the volcano, but it's definitely going to be hot once you get through there.
Okay, so we can either keep, our options are go further down or go through the volcano route.
No, this is the only route. This is part
Okay.
of the route.
Okay.
But you are
We-
aware that it's going to be hot when you enter into that area.
Okay. Well, I guess we will start the next leg then.
Okay. Another intuition and stealth check.
At least we're being
Okay.
consistent.
Yep. All right. You guys are able to make it about this far before I'll say you guys. I'll say you guys make it this far before you have to stop abruptly, as this one looks as if it almost takes notice of you, maneuvers around here. It doesn't seem to be able to. It's almost like it's not looking for you, almost as if it's trying to give based on what you know about this Pokemon, almost as if it's trying to pick up on your like the natural bioelectric chemicals that you give off. Almost as if it's trying to sniff for that. But I'm about to say with all the electricity that's going around, it doesn't seem to be able to pick up on you. Assumes that what it felt was an anomaly, as it will float off. Um, I know it is probably. I know it's probably a bit. I'll say I know it's probably a bit of a probably a bit of a stretch. If you want, since you are very close, I'll say since you are very close to the drawings on the wall, you are welcome to make me an occult education check if you want, if you
I
care.
will do it, but only for the memes. Oh my god, I rolled maximum.
Okay. And I'll say you beat a 5, so you learn more than the bare minimum.
Oh shit. I know stuff, guys.
Let's see. From what you are looking at, um, um, you are able, I'll say, with that roll, you are able to determine at least one of these Pokemon on the. I'll say you are able to determine at least one of these Pokemon on the wall, or at least you're fair. I'll say, give me a Pokemon education roll as well.
Okay, that I can do.
Okay. I'll say, this Pokemon right here, you are able to, I'll say, looking at it, you are able to look, see, gauging it off of other Pokemon. You're not exactly sure how, but you are fairly certain that this Pokemon, based on how it's depicted, the clouds and the thunder that is surrounding it, it's not exactly it, but you are well versed enough to know that this creature appears to be some sort of um some sort of ancestor to Rayquaza.
Interesting.
you're, I'll say, meaning that this place is, I'll say, particular area is more than likely um, a temple to, I must say, a temple to what could have been depicted as a thunder god. I'll say some sort of god of storm, some sort of god of storms, and I'll say some sort of gods of storms and winds.
Okay.
Speaking of which, since you were able to pick that up, I will give you a +5 bonus as to what is about to happen now. um, as you continue on, you are able to make your way to the next landing. Um, at the pace that you are going, it is, I'll say, at the pace that you can go, stopping for each lightning bolt, stealthing. I'll say, these stairs, I will say, are longer than they look. It's been about 20 minutes. This is a pretty safe spot right here. Is there anything right here that you want to do
Let's see, we don't need to
while you
take a
have the time?
breather or anything. I've identified Rayquaza, which is interesting, but I'm not sure how that helps me in the current situation.
It does help you because you are able, I'll say, because you know that this is a temple, I'll say that this area of the cave is dedicated to a god of storm, basically a god of storms and winds. You are fairly certain that you have definitely dealt with the storm aspect of this cave, of this temple. You haven't dealt with the wind part yet.
That's probably the
So
part coming up next.
you are pretty sure that wind is probably going to get introduced. In which case, that is the reason why I'm giving you a +5 bonus to be able to resist with whatever skill you are going to try to use to keep from getting blown off the side of these stairs.
Well, I don't think I can intuition my way or sense my way out of that one. So that sounds like probably more of an, I don't know, would that be an acrobatics to roll with the wind or an athletics to try and brace against it?
Either or,
All right, I think
or
I
if you have
will.
a, or if you have a, or if you have a Pokemon that you want to try to use to meander around that, that is also welcome.
Yeah, I put him back in the box. So let's say we can all hang on to Snorlax. Stand behind Snorlax. Uh,
Um, like I said, it's up to you.
yeah, I put him back in the box. So I think I will personally go with acrobatics. I will also give Sienna a heads up that wind is coming, so she can prep accordingly, and again keep the telekinetic safety line on her.
Okay. She is going to. All right.
+5 brings it up to a 24.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So she is going to go ahead and roll. Her acrobatics is ass, so is her athletics, but acrobatics is slightly better because that's a +1.
Ooh. She can't perceive the wind.
Let's see. All right. Um. Um. Let's see. I mean, she can see the wind. It's not really going to help her keep from getting blown off. Um,
I tried.
let's see. Acrobatics. Let's go. She is going to, knowing that she is nowhere near as strong as you, she is going to take her most sturdy Pokemon. and she's just going to hold on for dear life. I'll say she is going to hold on to Luxray. And she's just going to go ahead and use his strength. Use his strength rating to be able to bypass stuff. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Luxray. Where are we at? Yeah, we're going to use Luxray's athletics. And she is going to... All right. Give him that. Go. Jesus fucking Christ.
Did she get the +5?
Yes. So that turns into 20. I was expecting more on 5d6 plus 2, but
I still a 20.
yeah. His stealth. Okay, that's actually good. Okay. All right. All right. She is clinging to Luxray's fur. You will actually seems to be drawn to Luxray. I'll say it seems to be. I'll say some of the lightning that is coursing out. Some of it that would have almost hit you seems to curve towards Luxray and slam into the side of him and disperse.
Okay, interesting.
You have enough Pokemon education to realize that Luxray has Lightning Rod.
That tracks.
And I'll say, thus, I'll say I'll say Luxray's innate ability will allow you will lower the difficulty to keep from getting struck by lightning as you continue down. As he is drawing roughly about 50% of the lightning. The winds are picking up as you are continuing down this pathway. I need another. I'll say I need another roll to brace against the wall.
Right.
Okay. All right. With the wind whipping around, there is less electricity in the air. You notice that.
You're cutting out again.
Okay. Fuck. Okay.
Suggestion. Go to your settings. I don't know if the thing reset itself back to automatic, but you might want to check your voice, your noise suppression. See what that's set to.
Noise suppression. Let's go to. Okay. I'll say. Noise suppression was set to standard, but the input sensitivity is still off. But noise suppression was set to something called crisp.
You might want to try changing it to standard.
Yeah, now it's on standard. Is that any better?
Currently, at least.
Okay. Echo cancellation is on. Should I turn that off?
No, echo cancellation. You're probably fine. You want to turn it off, you can, but no. Some people have had problems with the AI protocol Crisp uses.
This elect. All right. This Electros will be looking in your direction, but you can tell that it hasn't fully taken notice of you, but it does seem to notice something right here. It seems as almost as if it's picked up on something in here with it. You are aware that you are definitely going to have to hurry to get to the next. I must say to get to the next landing because it is slowly floating over in your general direction. In order to be able to
We'll keep moving then.
figure out what it thinks is here. Okay. I'll say, if you want to move fast enough to bypass, I'll say, if you want to move fast enough to get past it, I'll say DC's. I'll say, do you want to take the risk and just go, or do you want to try to, or do you want to try to stealth? I'll say, continue stealthing the way that you are.
If we stealth, it will intercept us. If we do not stealth, it will definitely see us, but we can try to outrun it.
Yes.
If it sees us, it'll probably alert the others, so probably should at least attempt the stealth.
Okay. I rolled you.
There it is. It's coming.
Okay. Oof. Wow.
Can we use the
Yeah,
second one?
you were right. You were right. You can roll all ones on 5d6. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Okay, let me check Sienna to see if she has anything to not get fucked by that. Um uh mm, mm.
Cheerlead yourself. Oh wait, it's your Pokemon that fucked up the stealth. Cheerlead your Pokemon.
Here we go. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, Pokemon trainers. Let's see. All right, they can give up the condition that she's given them to make I'll say to roll twice and take the best result. Okay.
Well, you did that, so we'll take the 15. Awesome.
Okay. Okay, we'll take the 15 as you guys make your way to the next landing. This Electros will come over here, seem to start. I'll say, you get the equivalent. I'll say, you guys get the equivalent of you made it, but with a. I'll say, but with a complication, as this Electros will sniff, for lack of a better term, this area and start following the trail. You must say for this leg, you have lost the ability to be able to take a breather, as this thing is basically right behind you now.
All right.
All right.
Dealing with wind.
The wind, the wind and the electricity mixed with the heat down here, you are starting to notice something a bit more powerful than just the wind. The heat and the electricity, the heat mixed with the electricity have created a bit of a wind tunnel down here. You are dealing with a small tornado. this Electros is going to make his way away from the tornado, but this one seems kind of hungry and is willing to risk it so that so that he can try to get a snack, or what he perceives to potentially be a snack. So we need, say, considering the situation, do you want to confront this thing or keep running into the tornado in the hopes that it deters him?
I'm gonna head into the tornado to try and hope it deters it.
Okay. I need, let's see, Af Mase, at this point is effectively chasing you. So, um, athletics, Mase, athletics and survival. Jesus fuck. Okay. Let's say I'm going to roll Luxray's athletics and Sienna's survival. Ah, there she goes. Okay. Um while you and while you and while you and your companion are able to run down, make your way down here, you notice Sienna and Luxray behind you. They're able to keep pace, but they are definitely getting bruised and battered by this tornado. It is like they're running down this ramp. It'll like the window whip into them, slamming them into the wall, and one of the bolts of lightning hitting Sienna. Um, they're keeping pace behind you, but she's definitely getting rocked around by this. You also see bits and pieces of the wood planks of the bridge behind you getting destroyed and getting ripped off. As this creature that obviously cannot see and is just tailing you based on your scent is also getting bruised and battered by this tornado, but does not seem to be deterred just yet. But is definitely from what you can tell, it's definitely looking like it's starting to get fed up with chasing you guys.
All right.
All right. I'll say one more athletics and survival to get down to the bottom, as the bridge behind you is collapsing, and you can do one of two things. You can either dive directly. You can just dive off of here, see if you can ride the winds down to the ground, or you can see if you can this outrun the remainder of this destroyed bridge.
Um, Jay is gonna go for the dive, and as he is diving, I'm going to use a cast of barrier to try and shield Sienna. Put it between Sienna and the tornado. Side of the tunnel where the tornado is coming from, and also try to put if she needs it, put one barrier under her as like a plank in case she needs it for the bridge. But the main focus is try to put the plates of the barrier between her and the tornado as she's running.
Mm. Okay.
So to surf the tornado would be acrobatics, I'm guessing.
Yes.
So levitate as a movement type, if that helps.
Okay. Okay, and she is going to see you dive off. I'll say she's going to see you dive off, freak out, and be like, "Oh my god!"
Keep going,
um,
I got you.
I'll say, she's going. Oh, so you're telling her to jump with you?
I'm just telling her to keep going. I'm going to let her decide which way she feels more comfortable, but she should see the me throwing the barriers for her,
All right.
since the Pokemon cartoon shows us that those are at least semi-visible.
Yeah. And you said you're throwing the barriers, in the way of this creature coming out of her.
I'm going to put one in front of the creature, and the rest will be running along the bridge, trying to put it between her and the tornado.
Oh,
So she has a
okay.
little bit of a wind break between her and the force
Oh,
of the
okay.
wind.
All right. While she is doing that, I'm going to go ahead. She's going to, you know what?
I'm hoping the psychic walls, will deflect the wind away from her some.
Okay. Okay. All right. She is going to go ahead and use. She's going to use one of her feats. I'll say she's going to use one of her cheerleader features to see to make sure that he makes it by giving him the opportunity of rolling twice. As Jay and I'll say as Jay and Harold dive off, being spun around. I'm about to say being spun around by this tornado near the bottom as they are riding it, surfing it, um, making their way down, spinning around, spinning around. It is a rough landing, but you tumble down. You tumble down underneath the tornado, um, and it's a like I said, it's a bit of a rough landing, but not enough to take damage as you pretty much tumble across the ground, but are safe and sound. Sienna Sienna and Luxray. All right. Are must say as they are running, this thing um, chasing after them, slamming in, must say, slamming into a barrier as its large maw opens and must say, and like takes the barrier in its mouth and crunches it and continues on through. Um, as it starts closing in on them, Sienna and Luxray running, barreling down these stairs, and right before it can get to them, it is caught fully in in a burst of the tornado that sends it spinning, crashing into the wall, and hurling back up towards the top of the temple. As Sienna and Luxray, the bridge gives out before they can make it the rest of the way. It looks like they're going to fall all the way down, but Luxray is able to use some of the two of the barriers as a landing pad, bounce off of them, and skids to a stop down here. As the moment that he lands, Sienna falls off of him, and she tumbles across the ground too.
Check on them, make sure they're okay.
All right, she's like face down with like her feet up in the air, like she just skidded on her face. She's like, "Ow."
All right, nothing broke.
I think my camera's okay.
I meant bones, but that's good to know too.
Bones are cheaper than I'm about to say bones are cheaper than a camera.
What does that say about our medical system?
That is good. I'll say medical system's good, but nothing. I'll say nothing can beat capitalism. All right, you guys have made it to the bottom of the you guys have made it to the bottom of the I'll say to the bottom of this cavern. There is a massive there is a massive uh show of heat coming out of this doorway, and the amount of light that's coming, I'll say, between the heat and the intense light, you can see the doorway, but you can't see through the doorway.
All right, onward and downward. Help her up, help Luxray up, and start going towards the hole.
Okay. Cool. All right. As you are making your way towards the hole, I need a survival roll. About to either, let me see, what's a good thing for this? About to say, as you're approaching this intense heat, yeah, a survival or focus to be able to push yourself through. I'm gonna have her roll focus. Okay. She just can't seem to roll as good as you on these amount of dice.
Oh, I have the unfair advantage of I have a plus 12.
I mean, even on the dice that you're on, like 5D, and just her 5D don't seem to be as good as your 5D.
Oh, that's why I'm the protagonist.
The Pro Tangerina what? Okay. Which case, as you push through, I must say it is tough, but you are able to make your way through to the next section. And with that, shift ping.
First the Storm Temple, now the Lava Temple. Okay, we're doing Zelda.
This immolated, I'll say, this completely immolated landscape seems to be completely filled with oppressively suffocating air. A swath of mag mortars that just seem to be roaming the landscape. And in the center of this blaze, you will see this, which I will need a Pokemon education roll to be able to identify.
Oh, for Zelda Reject.
Oh, that is enough to know that what you are dealing with, I'll say what that is not a Zelda reject. It is an actual Pokemon. Its name is Heatran. It is a legendary Pokemon.
Fun.
It is known to make its home in volcanic caves and is able to use its feet to crawl along ceilings and walls.
Volcanic spider frog thing. Got it. Also keep an eye out for Blaine. I hear he likes opening gyms in places like this.
But yeah. Um, it is known. I'll say it is known to be able to. Known to be able to create. Wherever it decides to reside, usually turns into a volcano. Um, it is also. It is also. It is also. You are also able to hear a particularly uncomfortable fact about this thing. It is, I'll say it is the current. It is currently the only known Pokemon. The only currently the only known legendary Pokemon to have male and female genders.
That's a weird fact, but good to know, I
It
guess.
is it is a weird fact. I'll say it's a weird and disconcerting fact because if that's the case, then that means that there could be more than one of these things around here.
Last I checked, Pokemon weren't immortal, so in theory, it was always possible for them to reproduce. But yes, this that would allow them to reproduce more quickly than whatever other process the other ones use.
Yeah. I would just kind of assume the other ones just kind of did like this, you know, asexual phoenix,
Thing,
resurrection shit.
yeah.
These ones actually breed. um, the air is stifling. The ground is, I'll say, you can feel like your ground, you can feel like your shoes, almost as if the soles are semi melting as you are like stepping on the ground. I don't know if you've ever had that sensation where you're walking on like really hot ground, and it feels like the soles of your shoes are almost like not fully sticking, but you can kind of have like that loose feeling of like stepping on tape where there's some resistance when you're pulling your foot up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are feeling that sensation as you walk. You are having that thick humidity and sulfur um, issue with breathing. And from what you can tell, it's only going to get worse as you continue forward. But the path, I must say, the path leading down, um, the goal is to get down here. And from what you can tell, ideally, avoid contact or, well, say, avoid contact and conflict with these Pokemon.
Okay, well, we'll start by pulling the bit of his shirt up to kind of make a bandana to help him breathe a little bit. Um,
All right. Sienna is going to uh cool. She's going to give you a temporary action point
okay,
in case something happens. And apparently she can give you that at will. She can give you an AP every single round.
yeah. All right. Also going to call out C. I'm not. It technically doesn't work like this, but in narrative concept, I might be able to do something with it. I'm going to try to use her snow cloak ability since it has a little bit of an area on it to make the heat a little less oppressive since she's an ice type.
Gotcha. I'll say
So if we all stick, kind of stick, close together, maybe she can make it a little bit more tolerable.
yeah. I'll say she is going to withdraw Luxray because Luxray is looking down at that he ran, and its fur is starting to bristle in anger, and she's having a bit of an issue trying to control it. So it's kind of looking around at all these things and it's starting to get really agitated. Um So she understands one of its abilities is starting to kick in, and so she's like, nope, 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 nope. So looking around. Let's go ahead and, of course, because I can't have nice things. Okay. How the fuck are you a JPEG?
Hmm.
You can't give me anything, can you? You had one fucking job. There we go. Fuck it. All right. Okay. She's going to go ahead and did you put Siri out on the map
No, he's
already?
just carrying her, so I didn't think I needed to.
Okay. Which case she is also, I must say, she's gonna be like, oh, whew, okay, well, let's see if we can make things a little easier. All right. She is going to recall Luxray, and she's going to throw out this little fella, who is going to then turn into a, who is then going to turn into a, I'll say, mimic Mase is going to mimic Siri's appearance, but with some slightly strange eyes.
Hmm.
All right. Now, that does deal with the heat. I'll say that does deal with the difficult terrain issue that you were going to deal with as the coolness. I'll say so. You can deal with one of two things. You can either offset the difficult terrain, or you can offset the stifling air.
We're gonna offset the difficult terrain with the cold air aura, but I am gonna have her freeze a like a scarf bandana that I can put over my face to help with the smoke and heat a little bit.
Okay.
They probably won't offset it, but it might help. Since you have
Okay.
something cool and wet to breathe through for the smoke and everything.
Cool. It will, Masa, it will lower the difficulty
Okay.
as
I
you.
also give one to Sienna. Give one to Sienna.
Okay. Masa, yeah, Masa, offset the difficult terrain. It will lower the difficulty for the other thing because despite all of that, you are in a volcano.
Well, yeah, I know we can only do so much. I'm just trying to make it better than nothing.
Yeah, Masa. So currently lower difficulty. You must say you do get to avoid taking damage simply for walking. So good, must
Oh,
say
good.
good call. Because the difficult terrain, you were going to take a tick of health for every leg of this you did.
Not if I lorry it. Moo.
See, all right. Which
Oh, stealth
case?
and what?
Um, Stealth and what would that be? Either survival or athletics to deal with the breathing. Let's see. Survival. Okay. Okay. Um, Sienna struggling a bit with the breathing, but is able to keep up with you stealth wise. You hear her coughing a lot behind you. All right. Um.
Um, the question.
Mhm.
Um, could I help ease her time of it a little bit if I give her a roust berry since that's used to cure burn?
Um. I will allow that to. I will allow that to give her a lower. I'll say lower her survival difficulty.
Okay, I will give her one of those when I see she's having a hard time.
Okay. I will ask this because I know David. I know that sometimes we have issues with that. Um and I know that, sometimes, we forget to ask things like this. Do you want to search the area for anything? I know the last map didn't really have much to search on because it was a bridge.
Yeah.
This is an entire landscape. Is there, I'll say, you are aware that everything around here seems stronger and mightier than usual. Um, if you want to
Keeping my
search this
telepathic,
area.
I'm going to keep my telepathic awareness out just in case somebody sees us. But
Mhm.
yeah, while she's taking a minute to chew down on that berry, I will take a moment to survey the area.
Okay. Are you looking for any swag, or are you just looking to see what's around?
I don't think he has any reason to believe there's usable swag down here, given what we've seen so far. So I think it's just more of a general look see.
Okay.
Especially with us being in the middle of a volcano part. I think he'd believe any artifacts may have melted already.
Okay. So perception. All right. Um um looking around, you do see I'll say, you will see a couple of, let's see, so you're just kind of doing a quick surveillance of the, well, not are you taking like your time, or are you doing like a quick surveillance?
Um, she's eating the berry. I know it's going to take at least a moment. So yeah, he's taking his time to do a quick look see while she's eating.
Okay. Um there are certain areas, particularly this area over here, where you will see what is slightly, I'll say, which is probably a bit, um, doesn't exactly give you a, it's not exactly reassuring. Over on that ledge, you will see what looks to be, um, what seems to be about 20, I would say about like 20%. I'll say the 20% of the charred remains of a backpack, and two incredibly damaged Pokeballs that are completely broken and shattered. Um, and you can draw whatever conclusion from that you want. Um, Near you, roughly around this area, um, you will see you will see what appears to be red glow. I'll say you will see what appears to be red glowing crystals. You can't fully see what they are because of the smoke that's coming up, but you can definitely see something red and glowing over there.
All right. Well, since she's eating, he's gonna tell her to take a minute, finish up. He'll be he's just going a few steps over here. He'll be right back and check out these crystals.
Okay. you, getting closer to them, will find you will see almost like embedded into like the hardened volcanic like sediment and everything. Four, I'm about to say four gigantic firestones. And
Impressive.
by gigantic, I mean that each of them is roughly, must say each of them is roughly about 3 feet tall, and you would estimate that each of them is probably about 50 pounds. Is there anything in particular you wish to do with them, or do you just want to leave them?
I will Pokeball those
Okay.
for storage purposes. That might be valuable later. I don't want to evolve anybody, but I imagine that the stone guys will probably love them, and they might even be able to get more than 4 firestones out of them, given the size. Also, from there, based on where you put the ping, I should be able to use my telekinetic capability to move the backpack over to me, as it has a reach of 8 meters.
Okay. Yes. The backpack you are able to drag. You are able to lift and drag it over to you. You managed to get the bag. I'll say pretty easily. It's in pretty dire conditions. So you were able to drag the backpack over towards you. Um, as bring it over to you. Um, almost all of the insides or whatever it was carrying are completely like damaged and messed up. Could you make me a Pokemon education roll? Okay. 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 Cool. You are able to tell that this backpack was caught up in that was a 24. Okay. Yeah. Um this backpack and whoever was wearing it was caught up in a torrential storm of magma. This backpack and the two cracked Pokeballs that are laying over there are all that's left.
The backpack is just a bag, nothing in it.
Nothing salvageable.
Okay.
Everything that's left in it is like either broken or will probably turn to dust when you probably turn to dust if you try to handle it. It's like you can tell like food, it's like charred food, maybe like a potion or two, but they're also damaged.
All right. I will call the balls over, see if they are used balls that might have Pokemon that need saving in them, or if they're just empty balls that they were carrying.
Um you recall the balls. They are they are they are severely damaged. They were registered to Pokemon.
Okay, so need to take them to a mechanic or someone to see if they can save the Pokemon inside,
No,
or
no,
what
no,
other
no.
choice?
They're broken and they're open and broken.
Oh, okay, so whatever was in there has gotten out, and something, whatever happened to them after they got out. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I will put the balls in the pack then, and put the pack in my pack for burial when we get out of here.
Okay.
Clearly, so and so didn't make it.
Whatever happened to them was like based on the intensity of what you were able to gauge from your Pokemon education. You are pretty sure that the immense amount of heat done had to be either this heat ran or a different heat ran.
Yeah,
The particular move that was used was known as Magma Storm.
that doesn't sound fun.
No, it is not. It is you would recognize it as a damage base 12, and it automatically puts you in a vortex, even if you are immune to vortexes.
Oh, super fire spin. Got it.
Yep.
All right, head back to Sienna, and assuming she's ready to resume travel, we'll pick up the pace again.
Yep. She picking up the pace again. As you are going this time, a plume of I'll say a plume of I'll say plume of lava um comes through the floor as it is heading towards you. I'm going to increase the the difficulty of this. But what is your AC? I'll say against special stuff.
Uh, as in, as
I'll
the
say to
status or
avoid, yeah,
special
special attacks.
specials 7.
+7. Okay. One sec. All right. Okay. Cool.
Just threatening me or me and Sienna?
It is threatening both of you. Let's see. I'll say I'll say as the ground opens up, as a upswell of lava and flames just erupts out of the ground as you are going forward, as a random inferno attack happens, and all of you are able to I'll say you're able to maneuver out of the way as this burst of flame just erupts, and I'll say as it just erupts and misses the group. You can take your action. I'll say you can take your move. So survival, I believe.
Yeah, you were saying survival and stealth.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, yeah. Spent $2 and won $2. Woohoo.
And that's the
See.
best you can ask. The most you can ask from the lottery is breaking even.
Okay. Um.
And
All
she
right.
does have the lower DC on the survival.
Yeah, she does. I'll say she's okay with the survival. Her stealth starts to. I'll say her stealth suffers a bit, but she seems to be keeping. I'll say seems to be. She feels like she's doing a good job. Um, you guys make it down here. This mag mortar. Um, I'll say as you were going down, one of the ledges, like one of the rocks near the ledge that you were walking around. Sienna breaks underneath her foot as it goes tumbling down. This mag mortar looks in your direction. And without even paying full attention to what is going on, it is going to swing its hand, is going to swing its large hand back, um, tossing a rock in your guys' direction. Let's see. As it is hurling a stone edge at you. Let's see. What is your physical evasion?
Still 7.
Okay. Okay. That stone flies past you. I'll say, you can tell that I'll say the way that it threw it just wildly misses. It's nowhere near you, but it did throw it in your direction. It just flies over your head, maybe about like 15 feet over your head, and just lands off in the distance somewhere.
Based on my telepathic awareness, does it actually seem to be like looking at us, or is just, oh, I heard something over there, let me throw a rock at it?
I heard something over there. Let me throw a rock at it.
Okay, so we'll kind of like get Sienna to hold for a moment, wait for it to calm down, and then we can pick up, start moving again.
Okay. For what you can pick up, it was never calm.
Well, stop looking in our direction.
Yeah. Okay. You wait about 5 minutes. You wait about 5 minutes. You can hear it throwing a bit of a tantrum, and then it seems to notice something in this cave and goes off to challenge it.
Okay, and now that it is fucked off, we will resume our sneaking.
Okay. As you are going, another random inferno happens. Jesus fuck. Okay. See, can she cheerleader her way out of this? I do not believe she can, but she can do a little bit of bullshit. Ah, wait. I got it. 1 second. Okay. Cool. Uh, okay. Cool. All right. So for the damage of this, it is split between the 4 of you. I'll say the damage of this is split between the 4 of you. Upside. She has I'll say thanks to Lattice consistently using Inferno, she has this chronicled. And because of her cheerleader, between cheerleader and chronicler, you can subtract 20 points of damage from whatever I roll.
Oh shit.
I'll say because since she knows what the move is, she apparently know what the move is, keeps you from getting hurt by it, I guess. And cheerleader, one of her cheerleader abilities allows her to help you reduce damage. Because apparently you get punched in the face, but you just roll with it. Okay. Let's see. Um. Nope. Okay. All right, 41 fire damage.
Not after the reduction?
No, that's before reduction.
Okay, so 21, and you said that's distributed among the four of us, so 5.5, 6.
Yeah, so that is so that's let's see, so it's 4 of you, so it's 41. Yep. So 5, must say, so 5 damage to each of you.
Chink, so minimum 1.
Must say she takes all 5 because she doesn't have armor.
Oh, she still gets her stat, doesn't she?
Yes. Which her stat for defense is not that high.
It has to be higher than 5.
That's right. Defense is base 5 as a trainer. Yep. She doesn't have anything besides that. So yeah, min 1. I say defense and special defense have not been raised in the slightest. Okay. Cool. Yeah, she min. All of you min 1. All right. As you continue on, I'll say yeah. As you all continue on doing your thing, survival, stealth. Okay. She does a bit better with her stealth this time. As you guys reach down to this area, as you're reaching down to this area, the things are becoming a bit wide open. It is far more difficult for you to be able to stealth in the open. You can either continue stealthing with a higher difficulty, or you can try to make a run for it.
How does Sienna feel about her ability to make a run for it?
About as comfortable as she felt about stealthing, but she's like she feels comfortable in the fact that she can probably make it.
All right. Well, if we make a run for it, they will definitely see us, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, like I said, this last stretch right here, you can see, I'm gonna say, you're trying to get down here. You can see that these guys are on elevated cliffs. They can pretty much, they can't see, they're not really paying attention to you yet, but if they see, I'll say, it's going to be very difficult for you guys to make it across this field unless you have some sort of idea for camouflage. Because at the end of the day, you guys are like 2 humans and 2 Pokemon running across a open volcanic field. So if you have an idea for stealth to increase your chances of stealth, then by all means. If you don't have anything that you can think of, then yeah,
Can I use
running is
my
an option unless you have another option.
telekinesis to like knock rocks or maybe drop something into one of those lava things to cause a lava plume to avert their gaze from us as we're going past them?
Oh, okay. Yes, I will say that is a. David, would you say that's like guile?
Guile?
You're
Or
trying.
if you
I'll say
know
trying to
correctly,
create a
it's like, yeah, it
distraction.
is like deception and stuff.
Yeah. Trying to use a fallen rock as a distraction. I'll say he wants to use his TK to throw a rock into like into a pit of lava to make a plume to distract them so they can make a break for it. I'm thinking guile as you were trying to deceive them, but if you have a argument for a different skill, then I'm all ears.
Another thing I could think of in this game would be focus for power use, but given how the system, like, I can definitely see Guile because it's like,
I'll say I was thinking guile because you're trying to throw it in a way that will make them look in that direction.
I can see either Guile or, again, in this case, focus versus, say, throwing. I can see either of them applying because there's also a factor of, aiming.
Yeah. I will either say focus with a higher difficulty, guile. I'll say focus with a higher difficulty, guile with you can roll it twice and with a +5 bonus since um since Sienna will be helping you with guile.
Okay, so since my telekinesis works on intuition, that would be intuition instead. So it's intuition or guile +5 and advantage.
I'll say so it's either guile +5 at advantage with a lower difficulty or intuition with a higher difficulty.
That's a toss-up. I think I'll try the guile. 1, 2. All right, so +5 brings that up to a 16.
Okay, that is enough. You had to beat a 15. I'll say intuition you would have had to beat a 35.
Ooh, yeah, doable but unlikely.
I'll say able to take advantage. I'll say where are you throwing it?
Somewhere. The idea is to make it turn away from us, so somewhere where I can get a sufficient distraction to call its attention away from us without calling the next guy's attention to us.
Best case scenario, I would say in this direction.
All right, we'll go with that then.
Because, actually, if you throw it down here, all these four will look directly in this direction, and you're not in their line of sight. And
Right.
if they notice you, it won't be until you're almost already out of here.
All right, we'll go with that then.
I'll say, so either because this is the area, this is the next largest area with lava around here. In which case, since you technically can't see over there, intuition to be able to kind of guesstimate if must either intuition or survival to guesstimate if there should be a flow of lava over here. Which one would you rather use, intuition or survival?
Let's go with survival. That's better.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a like a lava pocket over there. Not as big as this one over here or the one over here by Heat Ran.
Looking at the map,
But
if nothing else, I imagine I could kind of see the glow from it from here.
yeah. Yeah, that's why I was like with the survival, you're able to tell that there's definitely lava over here. Not as much as what's over here and what's behind you, but there's definitely, a pocket of lava that should be able to fit your needs.
Awesome. So force push the rock, get the lava plume, and are we rolling stealth from there, or is it still athletics to run like hell while they're distracted?
It is up to you. You can stealth, or you can use this opportunity to run like hell. I'm about to say if you stealth, you run the risk I'll say by stealthing, you run the risk of them. I'll say you run the risk of not making it to the exit before they turn around and notice you.
All right, then we'll haul ass. So that is athletics, and that's it, right?
Yeah, just athletics or acrobatics if you want to. It's up to you. I'll say at this point, you're not trying to be, special about it. Like acrobatics, or you can have acrobatics, monkey flip all over the place if you want, or athletics, you just want to haul ass.
We're gonna,
Um,
at least I'm hauling ass. I don't know what she's doing.
all right, this mag mortar will hop off of the ledge and go running over here. This one also hops off the ledge, comes over here, as does this one. As they are all in a, I'll say, you can hear them attacking something. Arguably, they could be attacking each other. Let's see. Sienna is going to. Oof. Okay. Um. Damn, she can't call Luxray. She is going to try to acrobatics because I think she can actually cheerlead herself as well. I believe. Let's see. Yep, yep, she can. All right. She's going to tell herself to do better. And she is going to try her best at running. Hmm. Actually, she is going to use motivated to increase her overland. Yeah, okay. She's definitely able to run sloppy.
You spend an AP to make it a 5, or she
She
can
could.
cheerlead her or something.
Yeah, she did cheerleader herself to be able to. Technically, you're both running. I'm about to say you're both running, and she's running technically faster than you. She's running faster than you, but she is making a lot of commotion as she is running. Unfortunately, part of the commotion that she's making, um, Jay, you will hear you will hear an insanely loud roar as the entire cavern rumbles. Um, do you look behind you, or you just keep running?
I think I have an idea of what's happening back there. I'm just gonna keep running.
Okay, cool. Not looking, you will hear the loud roar rumbling, and then you will proceed to hear um four very large legs barreling towards you.
Yep.
Um as it is stomping on the ground, there will be two plumes of inferno. Panic eruptions. Jesus okay. the first one erupts directly underneath you guys. The second one you are able to get out of the way of.
Oh, upside the first one, minimum 1.
Let's see. She is only able to negate 10 of this one
Oh,
because she used her cheerleading thing to give you an AP and to run faster.
okay, still minimum 1.
Okay.
If it's being divided among us again.
6. Yeah, minimum 1. So still hurts. I must say there's going to be one more roll, and this thing, as you guys are running, is going to make an attack at you guys as you are running. So I need one more. She attempts athletics. That's better.
I can get that up to a 10.
Yep. As you guys are running, making your way to the end, as this heat ran is going to as it is going to open its mouth, and I'll say as it will as it is storming towards you guys, you yes, right, you said you're not turning around to look, but you will feel the air in the room like vacuum behind you, as if this thing is inhaling. Since you are not looking, you will feel burst of massive burst of heat coming. I'll say this massive burst of heat coming at you. Let's see. See. Sage. Huh. Surprised there's not a thing for it. Okay. Yeah. Let me see what the. Okay. Cool. All right. All right. With your, evasion, you are able to dive. You and CN are able to dive through the exit as this massive blast of fire slams into through the exit that you came through. As you two running towards this exit without actually looking, the moment you go through, you find yourself, you immediately just find yourself falling down this dark chasm. As looking back, you can see this large cross-shaped symbol in the wall that was burned into it. The symbol, the symbol for fire blast, burned into the wall behind you. As you guys are plummeting down this, dark chasm. And with that, we will I'll say we will leave them on that aspect.
Perfect.
For Lattice.
Roll 20 is gonna kill me.
You could be fine. Let's see. What I say. All right. Leaving off with the last, I'll say, with the last battle, everyone seemed to be struggling a bit. But you were, I'll say, you were, despite getting status affected into oblivion, you were seem to be doing a pretty decent job so far.
Yep. Ah.
Okay. Congrats. Okay. Cool. All right. And I don't need that anymore. Awesome. Okay. And that's where his hit points are currently. Okay, cool. Oof. Okay. All right. Just let me know when you are ready. I'll say Steelix is down. Weavile was revived.
What you said who was revived?
I said, I believe you revived Weavile. He's at 1. Steelix is down. Torkoal is poison, and so is Sharkpedo.
Second. That's I exhausted all of my fire spins.
I believe so.
Let's see,
And
and I do not believe anything was disabled.
Nothing was disabled. 3 of your Pokemon have leech seeds on them.
Yeah, I see the statuses on them.
I'll say, yeah, 3 of them have leech seed. 2 of them are poison. So he seems to be. I'll say, he did get. He did get burned. The burn seems to have gone away when he did a special ability. What damage that he has taken seems to be rapidly regenerating from the leech seeds that were planted on your Pokemon. So he is going to direct Venusaur to do something that you can't really fully make out. Lattice.
Okay. The minimum. Okay, I will go and use a revive on Steelix.
Okay. Okay. I can't remember if Jay gave you any. I can't remember if Jay gave you any max revives or not.
Yeah, I have some full. I have 10 full restores.
Okay. Full restores, they don't revive you and bring you back to full, do they?
Well, I also know he gave me let's second.
The Tristan leave?
Yeah, he's getting food.
Okay. Sounds like a good idea.
He has been going for 90. Revives. It's set to 20. That's what it is. Revive is revive standing Pokemon and sets HP to 20.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Okay. In which case, it would be set to 20 for both of them.
Okay. Nice.
Okay. And I will give off my command. I will need to begin full restores on folks. But that'll take time.
Okay. In which case, Venusaur. He's got some people who have been quite irksome. So he, let's see. Okay.
I'm sure there's some meta class out there that will help me like spread the wealth, but Lattice isn't that. So
Let's see. He's gonna run down here to Torkoal.
I bet you can't run.
And he is going to attempt to use takedown. Switch it up. That misses. Rolled a 5, so that misses. He is, however, going to also turn around and use. I say he is going to turn around and he is going to use Sweet Scent. Which applies to Torkoal and Scizor since they're in the range. Status space. Scizor
Special penalty
speed.
to evasion. Okay.
All right. So that hits Scizor and it hits Torkoal. All right. So both of them are at a 2 penalty to evasion.
Okay. I was wondering, don't you have food too?
Yeah.
All right. And that's it for him. Sharpedo.
Okay, Sharkpedo, you are terrific in the water. Not so movement heavy on the ground. Damn. Do you have? Ba. Oh no. Oh, shoot. Auto miss, out of range.
Hold up. Let me see. Nope. That's in his box.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. I didn't think it quite counted.
The edge of his box is right here.
Okay.
You move directly to the edge of his box. All right, that connects. Nom nom. Venusaur physical defense. Okay, cool. All right, chomp some damage. I'll say you do some. I'll say, yeah, it's not special, it's physical. Yeah, you do some damage.
Nice.
Say, Venusaur turns around, looks, gets a bit annoyed.
Okay.
All right. All right. Let's see. Yeah, no, never mind. Okay, cool. All right, so Weavile.
I will shift a little bit. Weavile.
All right, the Dark Pulse will. And I'll say the Dark Pulse will be will bounce off of one of the more durable palm leaves sticking out of Venusaur's back.
That's okay. This Venusaur is pretty strong.
Okay.
Shunk.
All right, let's see if he can do it.
There we go. Roll 20s, roll 20ing me again.
Yeah. Okay. As for, yeah, that is a miss. Let's see. Yeah, even with the evasion, even with the negative evasion that he's dealing with right now, that is a miss. I believe Scizor takes a tick due to Leech Seed. Let me put that on them. I forgot.
Or I'm not seeing the status marker on him.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I need to put that. I need to put that on them. I must say it is on. It is on Torkoal. Is on Torkoal, Scizor, and on Alma. There we go. Upside, he's out of Leech Seeds.
I put down Rock Smash last. Oh well.
All right. Onyx. Onyx / Steelix. Oh shit. There we go.
Natural critical number of hits 2.
Okay. That would have been like amazing if you could roll 8. Okay.
So it's the 2 to 3. So
Yep,
the
52. 52 damage. And he's at the okay.
Also, shock and awe is in effect.
Yep. Foes targeting will take a 2 penalty to save checks and 1 penalty. Yep. All right. Yep. So 52 is this special? Not physical. Oof. Okay. Oof. Not good. Okay. He will take that damage. Definitely not happy about it. Okay. Cool. All right. Definitely takes damage from that one. Alma.
Shadow Ball. Oh.
All right. That the Venusaur will move to the Shadow Ball, bounce off of the thick leafy, I must say the thick waxy leaf hide along with the Dark Pulse. Okay. All right. Let's see. That is special. And I see with the let's see. Okay. Because I must say because of Sharkpedo, that does miss. I'll say that's really close, but that does miss. Actually, wait. The highest your evasion can be is 9. That's right. Meter beat. Never mind. You are correct. That hits exactly. Wait a sec. What's the? Yeah, meter beat. Okay. Yep. Lucky.
I get to take double tick though.
Okay. Okay. He heals 10, but is immediately wrecked by fire damage, which I believe is special. So that much gets through. And then whatever gets through is 1.5. All right. All right. So the Inferno comes up. He is burned again. Yeah, he is burned again. Definitely not happy. The fire attack, while having done damage, doesn't seem as damaging as you would have hoped. I'm about to say, based on what you're seeing, his defense against special attacks seems to have risen quite a bit.
Okay. Oof. Well, it looks like it's swinging much more in your favor. We'll we'll see what I can do about that.
Red will, I'll say, Red will smirk. He'll hold up three fingers. He'll hold up three fingers and then point at Torkoal. And then he will, I'm gonna say, and then he will point. He will point a finger. I'm gonna say he will hold up one finger and point it towards Weavile.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, I can't throw the medic items. I have to be adjacent to them.
You need a wonder launcher to throw them.
Okay. And unless he's doing something else.
No, that's it for him. He gave two orders.
Okay.
Well, he gave one order and one free action.
Since Weavile only seems to have HP damage, I will use a hyper potion.
Okay.
Come on, get you some health. Ooh.
Weavile will smile at you. Getting the impression that it's ready to go.
Right. Now, everyone. Let's roll a little bit more focused here. Let's see if we can get him.
Okay.
Oh crap! I hope I can get out of the way.
Okay. While Mase it is going to start barreling, it's the pedal. Mase once again, the petals are going to curl up on on the tree on its back as they start pointing towards the sunny sky. As solar energy starts to gather over top of the petals once again. And the tree arches, as its petals start glowing with the power of the sun, its petals will start arching towards Torkoal as it fires off another solar beam. And let's go.
Oof. Okay. Preserve isn't in there. Fine. Okay. Just need to look up some typing right quick because I, for some reason, do not have the.
I think grass attacks against fire types. Let me just see. I believe it's half effective. Let me try.
Weavile is because you attack Weavile, yeah.
Nah, Torkoal.
Oh, Torkoal. Torkoal, I do have the card for. Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, grass is half effective against fire, so it's not as bad as you think. He should survive it.
Okay. Doing some. Okay, it's defense then resistances.
I'm gonna say it's defense, then resistance. Yeah. So you resist about half. So it's whatever Torkoal special defense is, and then half whatever's left.
Ooh, took a hit, but still, still able to move.
Okay. I say is going to move right here, as it is going to start shaking its body. It's going to see if it can actually make this work.
Okay.
As it goes after Alma with Stun Spore.
Okay, that'll hit Alma.
Technically, it didn't even have to move for that. I was thinking that Stun Spore was a burst. Okay. Okay. And that is it for Venusaur.
Okay.
Let's see. For Sharkpedo, he just has to get right here in order to be able to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Hits on 16 plus. Yay. And oh yep, that slashes just a critical.
Yep. All right. And since his physical seems to be the biggest thing, all right. He goes ahead. Definitely doesn't like that because that hurts. Oof! All the health he recovered just got wiped out. Okay, spent that entire time recovering health from people with leech seed, and now he's just lost it. All right. Okay, Weavile's up
One
next.
so isn't gonna. Okay.
That hits. All right. he definitely doesn't like that one either. These are definitely eating into him now. Can he make it 3?
Move him for a second. Okay, dots are 2. Open the wrong thing. These are. Ding.
That hits 2. Oh, oof. Oof. Ooh. Oh, damn. Okay, he is taking a lot of fucking damage in one go. Oof. Okay.
Your
Okay.
Steelix, let's see what your overland is. Can you do it? Oh, your overland was actually pretty good. Pretty good. What's the range on this? Range on this is that. So. Rock sounds as moving. Yeah.
Okay. That hits. And that's 5, so 47. Physical. All right. Yep. Oof, 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 and oof. Okay. Yep.
We'll move that way. 5.
Okay. He is getting pummeled. All right. Alma. Alma needs to make a roll a d20. Make sure she's not paralyzed. Oh, okay. Just barely makes it. After getting pelted with all these attacks, Psychic will hit and it will chink. I'll say Psychic will min 1. Still doesn't really seem to budge.
Gained 2.
Okay. And Torkoal.
Where is it? Come on, Torkoal, you can do it. You can do it. Perhaps if you actually, press the special button instead of the physical button. Here we go.
Okay. I'll say he's already burned, so it doesn't do much. The Inferno engulfs him. Once the Inferno goes away, minimal damage. It chinks.
Okay.
After this round, you are able to deduce that Venusaur's special defense seems to be insanely high, whereas his physical defense doesn't seem to be anywhere near as much.
Okay.
I'll say after that slew of things, you use Psychic, didn't do much. You use Inferno, didn't do much, but your physical attacks seem to actually leave some lasting marks. Okay. 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 Cool. All right. Red is going to make a gesture towards him, and then is going to make a secondary gesture as well. Lattice.
Yeah. Figuring my stiff. 1 second. Felix, where are you? There you are. Okay, everyone. Ugh. So I'm going to do a full restore on Alma.
Okay.
Unfortunately, this is actually lowering their defenses by a smidge. Defenses are weird, though. Their momentum also is increasing their defenses, so. Yeah, okay. And let's see what will happen this time. Oh my god, I need you to use that brain ears.
Okay.
I hope I don't break the streak. I know Metron has served me well, but with how Roll20's been treating me, might as well give it a shot.
Okay. Venusaur is going to attempt to go all out. Because 3 people are adjacent to him. So. Oof.
Everyone dodge!
You scream that as this burst of Sinbon Zakura level petals go flying all over the place. Everyone hits the ground, and all of these shrapnel-like petals slice into the trees, decimating tree branches and carving the landscape. Carving the landscape up like butter. Yeah, yeah, wait, hold on. Smite. Fuck.
Oh shit.
So thankfully it's only 38. 38 special.
Okay.
Which I believe isn't really going to do much damage to Scizor. I think Sharkpedo, the only person who might actually suffer a bit from that since he's watered.
38?
Yeah, 38. 38 special.
Okay.
Because of his condition, he's not confused, but he is enraged.
Caesar didn't hit that hard. Torpedo. Is it grass?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. Fainted. Oh, sorry. It's supposed to be 32, yeah?
Yeah, 32.
Okay. That
32, I must say 32, then minus defenses, and then whatever's left times 1.5.
Okay. Okay. Woo, okay. Was Alma also in range of Pedal
Yes.
Dance?
I must say Alma, Scizor, and
Melee,
Sharpedo.
all adjacent. I would think Alma would be in range. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say Alma, Scizor, and Sharpedo. Okay.
Is Lattice in range?
You don't count.
Okay. Okay. Okay, everyone. Get out of that mostly unscathed. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Anything else for Venusaur?
15, 16, 17. No. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
Wow.
24, 25.
Thank you, Roll20. I don't think that does anything right now, but thank you, Roll20. And critical the status move.
Nice. Oh, comp defense lower 2 comp. That's really gonna suck. Yep. Okay. So that means that physical attacks are gonna hurt even more. Okay. Weavile.
Dial. Chunk.
Okay. That hits and that hurts. All right. That's 46 minus that. Man, this healing ain't healing fast enough. Okay. All right.
Chunk. Oh. Oh, man, make it free struggle. Thank you, signature. Sure. Still nothing.
Okay, scissor miss. All right. Onyx.
Breathes in, even though it's made of steel. Ah!
And it does hit. How much damage does it do?
It is a status.
It's a status?
Oh, no, it is not. Here's the damage.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, my mistake.
No problem. All right. That will hit.
I was so focused on that paralyze.
I'll say that will hit. It will chink. All right. Alma use metronome. All right. Need you to roll that d20 to make sure it goes off. Because I have rolled what happens if it connects.
Let me double check the accuracy real quick. Accuracy is still accurate. Can you tell me which button I should be pressing for the hit? Unless it's
Must I need you to make the paralysis roll first?
all right. That doesn't go away, does it?
Nah, unless you do something about it. Okay, you made it. Yeah, paralysis doesn't go away until you actually give them something to make it go away. All right,
Gotcha.
the move will go off. It is a status-based move.
Okay.
Okay. And all right, let's see. Make sure that what I grabbed is, I'll say what was selected is not what was on here. 1, 2, nope, 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 nope. Nope, you hit. All right. Alma will, Alma opening her grand book will, opening her grand book will summon the power of metronome, hoping for something that, hoping for some random ability that will be able to turn the tide. And as her book is flipping, she will abruptly slam. She will look up to the sky, not even looking, as she presses her finger down on a page, immediately stopping the book. Venusaur will start flinching as if it's trying to resist something. It will get encased in a red energy and will be recalled back into its ball.
Oh.
So, what ended up rolling was Parting Shot. If Parting Shot successfully hits, the target's attack and special attack stats are lowered by 1 combat stage, and the user is immediately recalled.
Okay, damn. Okay, there we go. I don't know how that counts, but there we go.
Win by default.
And although
Congrats.
we trust.
Well, at least a dark type move hit. Okay, so David won without doing one with a move that did no damage.
Yes.
Oh, hey, you know what? I can live with it. You know what? I just got banished. I don't mind this. So this is what it feels like. All right. Okay. You, I'm gonna say Joy. I'm gonna say Nurse Joy will be frantically clapping, very proud of you. Um, Red will be smirking, and actually seems kind of impressed. All right. Um, he's going to walk over to Nurse Joy. You can't tell if he's saying anything or if he's doing anything. But she seems to be leaning in to listen or at least notice what he's doing. She's gonna nod, and then she's gonna rush over here to you. She'll be like, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so she was like, well, he says that he says that you guys have been at this for quite some time today. Um, you can go ahead, take a rest, and tomorrow, the last I'll say your last test begins.
Thank you. I look forward to see what the next test is, given how this one and the other one wound up working.
I'm gonna say, as you say that, you'll see Red, um, walk into the cave and just kind of disappear into the shadows. Um, the Charizard kind of squats down on top, kind of looking fairly intrigued. And looking down, you will notice that Red's last Pokemon seems to be staring at you intently with with a bit more intrigue and excitement about the upcoming conflict. As Pikachu is almost seems to have a bit of a smirk on its face as it is looking forward to tomorrow's conflict.
Oh no.
All right. Your final battle will be against Pikachu, Red's most powerful Pokemon. As now that he is using Pikachu, he can finally use Duelist.
Oh boy.
And with that, your Pokemon, I'll say all of your Pokemon can be considered healed of any and all status effects and exhaustion that they might have. Also, players have gained, let's see, let me do math. Players have gained 1 level.
Gosh.
Let me check this map real quick. One, two, three, four, five. 300 plus 5, 350. And then, all right. Okay.
Gonna write that down somewhere, I hope.
Ooh.
That is a lot of XP.
I'm about to say it is the XP of all the Pokemon that were dealt with. I'm about to say Heatran was level 100. The Magmortars were 70. The Magmortars were 70. The Electrosses were 60. Venusaur is 100. And Red is level 50. And Max Multiplier. 3,600. Thankfully, you all have multiple Pokemon to divide that between. Ideally, you divide it between them.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you just want to min-max. I mean, I'm not going to stop you.
We don't need a level, what was it, 90 Igglybuff?
Yes.
Cleffa, or whatever it was.
All right, that gives you 2 weeks to. It gives you 2 weeks to figure out how you want to increase your character level, and for what Jay wants to and what Lattice wants to try to learn before going against this demon of a Pokemon.
You're gonna have to be once I update things, hopefully well, we'll see how much better I perform.
All right, let's see. All right, let's see. All right. Yep, there we go. Whee!